Welcome to Levyland with me, the Reverend Bob Levy, Chris Abels, Rob Saul, Chris Rinchik on Rare Air Live Productions. And I didn't even read that. Hey, everybody, we're back. And I'm just trying to... What's up, guys? Fun week? Do anything fun?
Well, I went and got my second COVID shot. I
did. You?
I finally got it. Yeah.
Why?
Because listen. I'm just tired of being pressured to do this, and then I got COVID and got sick. They're like, that's because you didn't get that second shot. Now, because I had it again, people are so dumb they don't know I still have more antibodies than me. So they go, "Oh, you're very susceptible to COVID. We don't want to be around you unless you get that second shot."
But you're more susceptible to AIDS than fucking COVID, really, in your lifestyle. So what the fuck?
Only when I sleep over your house, but I mean,
please, you call that sleeping? You're wide awake when it's going on. When your hiney is being violated in the midnight hour.
I just pretend to be asleep with one eye open with a wink.
Yeah, one eye, more like two eyes, just in different areas of your body, right, Abels?
He's had COVID twice, and now he goes and gets a second shot. I was sick as hell this weekend. It is not COVID. I've had the test, man. I don't understand. You've had it twice, and now you go get the second shot?
He's got the flu. He's got the flu. Stop you dramatize everything because you're a woman. You see, you got a flu. I'm a flu survivor. Chris Abel, flu survivor.
Yeah. Yes, I survived it, man. I'm good. So, Rob, people want to know if you have cancer, and is that why you're wearing the hat?
Oh, please.
No, I haven't been with being sick. I haven't been able to go get a haircut. And you see my beard's out of control. And we have a very lovely guest on tonight. And I just didn't know what to do with myself.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, you probably will know what to do yourself as soon as she gets off the air.
I got to get ready for Saul's show coming on right after Levyland.
Yeah. So
with our guest, Bill Schultz.
Yeah, we'll get to that soon. All that stuff. But it was a weird week. I've been home all week. Whatever, since she left, whenever that was. I remember driving her to the airport, and I just had this look on my face, and she's looking at, and I go, oh no, I thought of a joke. I got pulled over on the way home from dropping off my wife at the airport because the cop said, I go, why did you pull me over? Because I followed you for 20 miles. And you had this stupid grin on your face and your eyes. You looked all crazy. I thought maybe you were high or something. And I go, no, I just dropped my wife at the airport. And he goes, enjoy the rest of your great day, sir. and then she's watching me after I say it, and I'm like giggling. And then all of a sudden, I just lost it, and I'm dying laughing. I'm like a fucking retard laughing out of control. And she goes, you are a fucking idiot. But I couldn't stop because I knew. I don't know how to not get myself in trouble, if that's normal.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, so I mean, she was just fucking looking at me, and every time I seen those eyes looking at me and leaning up a little bit, I'm just dying laughing out of fucking control, and it was just it was uncomfortable.
You wasn't thinking of a joke; you were daydreaming.
No, I mean, I was like, yeah, this is gonna work. I know how to make it even better.
You've seen the whole thing in your head, like visually, dude. That's daydreaming.
Yeah.
So what are you doing now at home without Mrs. Levy there?
What I do when I'm here, I do what the fuck I want. I do shows. I fucking sit on. I watch sports. I fucking I talk to you fine people.
He's just been watching sports like crazy, probably laying around in his sweats. Doing what he does.
Dude, that's what I wear. I just changed the shirt for this show. I probably had it on for 4 days in 4 different shows.
Got that hot new band Oasis that everybody's been talking about.
They're coming back. They're coming back. You know what I mean? No, but it's like, and then I got to do things I don't do, like forests for food, So I had to get food and water, right? So I go to get water, right? You would think it's simple. Okay, it says water up there. I'll go down that fucking aisle. I get 2 fucking big packs of water. I bring them home, drink them. It's fucking blackberry or something. It's like, what is this shit? Why? I went there to get water, not fucking flavored. You know why I like water? Because it tastes like water. I don't want it to taste like anything else. Why are they look at this
Is that
little
why you
thing?
continuously get married? Because you don't know how to shop for yourself?
Look at this. How would I know that this is fucking something
You read
else?
the label.
You read the label. It was in plastic in a fucking crate thing.
It's got a purple wrapper around it.
Yeah.
Well, what am I going to
I
look?
think it had little blackberries or raspberries. on
I
it.
noticed them now, but I'm saying when I was in the store, I seen water, and I figure it's water.
You got to look and you got to pay attention. You got to do things. Yeah, but he's used to going, Gina, what's that? And he could blame her for it. But you got to pay a little bit of attention and read labels sometimes.
Why is this? Why are they ruining water, making it not taste like water?
They're not for people that can read.
You're an idiot. Why am I looking at labels to see if water is water when it says
because
water?
There's all different flavored water, sparkling waters.
I'm not in your lifestyle. I don't know this, Rob. I don't
What
know.
if you knew how to read?
It's not about I read water, Chris. It said on top a big thing.
Yeah,
Water,
dude,
dog
these
food, and
bottles that
some.
look like shaped like water.
Yeah, but it said water, dog food, and everything I needed was right there. Dog food, grab that, grab the water. I'm out of there. I'm like fucking record numbers. I fucking just break.
You thought it was like supermarket.
It's not a marathon, and people aren't trying.
Yeah.
You got to, if you want to get what you want, you got to actually read and go through the aisles. And
I got to read if it's water. If it said bread, and I got bread, and it was fucking cranberry flavored, I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, sometimes there are cranberries in your bread, or there's whole grain, and you go, it just said bread. I didn't know it had all this.
They don't make any other bread like that, do they?
Yeah.
What did your people do to us?
My people.
Gina's in the chat, and she wants to know, what is it that you did for food? You foraged for food?
I foraged.
Foraged.
Forage, yes. I forage for food. Well, that's what I do. I don't know where to go. I don't know where shit is in a supermarket. I don't know. You go in line at McDonald's, they have one that goes this way, one that goes this way, and then how do they know they're going to get it right when the cars are going into each other like that? You know, one lane here, two lane. Fuck that.
Oh my God, you're one of those people that bumps everybody out of the way, huh?
No. I'm a good jobber because I'm in and out. I'm fucking in and out, and that's the way
He
it's
just
supposed
has all
to be.
the wrong groceries when he.
Yeah.
Well, so you're saying
water.
I shouldn't go back and argue my point that I'm arguing now about water to somebody that works at the store of why it's not water and it's not my fault? You think that's a bad idea?
Yes, because they're going to say, sir, you need to learn how to read.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then you need to learn to read, but it had a pink label on it, so you should realize, well, why is
I thought it was new water. Different.
The pink ones or the new ones?
No, I'd never heard of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it says right on the label. I can see that. Yes.
Yeah, but look how close I put.
And I see it's got berries floating around all on it. Why
All
would you
over
think
it.
that it has that? Yeah.
I thought it was a
splash.
Berries floating on it.
It looks like a design to me.
So you buy your water by design?
No, I know it's design of water. Now I'm buying it
One
because
that has a plain label that says like 100% spring water. That's all you got to do is you got to read.
I gotta look around for 100% spring or something that says that when I'm buying water.
You just have to kind of like read and browse. That's what you do at supermarkets. You browse.
You browse. No, you browse.
It says purified water, no
That's
berries.
Why is it orange?
Yeah.
Because I put Mio in it. I love Mio. By the way,
You piss in it? It's Mio when he pisses in it. I put a little Mio in it.
Boy, you need to get checked out by the. No wonder he's going to the doctor so much if his urine's that dark.
Yeah. I'm just glad that fucking I hope Chris isn't too white for you people, because he was like, oh, I'm so white, look how white I am if I turn up the lights and even out the screen. God, you're like a little bitch about that. You know,
he's talking about me being a bitch. Rob, what was he doing right before we came on? Like 10 seconds.
Well, he was wearing a first of all, he's wearing a ridiculous like marijuana leaf hat that he had on backwards. He looked like Pop trying to go to the rap concert and be cool. But then I guess Chris Rinchik told him that the green marijuana leaves were keying out in the green screen. So he says, he starts flipping out, and he wants to change the whole design of the show. So he goes, I got to go to the bathroom and fix my hair now.
I'll be right back. And he's curling this one hair, and he's like, I can do it in the mirror.
No, you can't do it here because it's opposite. If you pull it down, you're going the wrong way that you want to go, and it flips you out when you're stoned. So, I mean, it's just that you're lucky that I am so goddamn perfect that my hair could be ready in 30 seconds. I didn't plan on having. I go, I'm just going to wear a hat today. I wasn't in the mood to pretty up the room for you boys and girls out there. Yeah. And that's what I did, It's not a big fucking deal. But I had a green hat. It's a green screen. What's the problem?
It's going to blend in.
Your own question. I mean, it's...
But if you want us to put some berries on your green screen?
Yeah.
You guys are fucking idiots.
By the way, I get Chris's problem about feeling too white, because nowadays that's a crime. You can't be too white. I mean, that's he's the devil.
Yeah, I know. Like Coach Gruden had to resign. I'm sure they're still paying him because of emails 11 years ago. Now, aren't they saying? Don't they always say, "Oh, that was so long"? It depends who catches you. That was so long ago. People change and that stuff. I was terrified. I went on my email. I was email all through my emails, right? I went back 11 days just to make me safe. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, everybody had, look, I don't give a shit who you are. Give me anybody in Congress, anybody, an athlete. Let me go to your emails. Let me go to your text messages. I will find something. I will find something that offends somebody. So stop thinking you're fucking better than everybody. Stop fucking thinking that.
Well, now, I see that the black people, the one thing they used to have is they say school shooters. They say, oh, that white people shit. That white people shit. And now a black kid shot up a school, and now it's not. And now they let the guy out. They go, oh, well, he was being bullied, and he.
Isn't that the cause of every fucking school shooting is being bullied?
Oh, no, I know. But yeah, this guy in all dreads, he was being, I guess he was the bully target. I doubt that, but I mean, now they're saying, oh, well, you got to let him out now. I mean, come on. The kid was being bullied. Now it's not white people shit anymore.
Wasn't he the one that was whooping ass on that video?
He might have been getting his ass whooped, truthfully.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I don't.
And he should shoot up a school, obviously.
No. I don't believe in bullying. I don't see how it continues like that in schools, where a kid can't go to school and be tortured every day like that, and nobody's doing anything. Or even if somebody says your kids you don't take care of that. Homeschooling is going to take off big time. I'm thinking of open up online classes for kids.
Oh, God. Yeah, where they can learn how to read water.
Kids, I'll do like pre-kindergarten. I'm like, look, when you get, it says water, but sometimes they trick you.
Homeschooled for this new homeschool shooter is going to just be sitting at home watching his parents get high and, get money off the government.
Hey, that's what my son.
Racist Rob strikes again. Wheezy.
I didn't listen. I just said this particular kid. I didn't state.
Yeah, I mean, that's what my son does when he sits around here. He does it. Now it's good.
Bully.
No, bullying is not cool. That is not cool.
It's not, but
no matter what.
So what you're telling me, though, Bob, is what the media says is that if you're being bullied as a white kid, and you shoot up a school, then you deserve to be rot in jail for life. But if you're a black boy and you're bullied at school, it's okay. You got to let them out. You got to understand.
No, I'm saying it. I didn't see it on the news anywhere. So I have no idea it even happened. It's
hard to find it. Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. If this is the way they want to put people against each other, and people don't get it, then that's their own problems. It isn't mine. I'm going to continue living my life normal, like I have, respecting everybody, that doesn't get in my fucking way or start with me. I don't start with anybody, but I'm a lunatic if you do. So fucking, I don't care. But I've been living a nice fucking life, just like I've always have, and I don't have any problems with anybody. I don't. Oh, that very much of a chuckle that one was, Mr. Saul. So what else did you do, Chris? You didn't do anything. What did you do this week?
I was sick, man. So I was laying around and I happened to catch Rob's interview on
what?
What show was that, Rob?
Stoner Jesus, yeah.
Okay. I know him.
Yeah. Why?
No, yeah. I know him. I said, why? Why do I know him?
No, I mean, I see Chris has a smug face. I don't remember.
Oh, no, man. No. I learned a lot.
That's not a smug face. It's very lit tonight.
Yeah. I learned a lot, man. I was laying around sick and I was listening to it. Rinchik, do you have the clip from Stoner Jesus?
Oh, you're up to something.
Yes, yes, we do.
No, I'm just wondering if he's got the clip, if he could play it for everybody. I'd like everybody to learn this. I learned some new stuff.
What, Rob, what did you do? What are you saying?
What did I do? Who knows?
Check this out.
Let me hear.
That was a long day.
I live in Atlantic City, so he was doing an Atlantic City show, and
this is Rob.
Make this louder.
Went up and said hi because we did the show, and he said, who's really into like this podcast stuff? It's Bob Levy. Let me introduce you to Bob. And he introduced me to Bob Levy, and we've kind of been like inseparable. Not inseparable, but we've worked together closely since then, from Night Views Radio to the Rob and Trav show to now the Rob Saul show, and now I'm booking for Levyland. I'm writing for Levyland. I'm moderating it. I'm in charge of putting the show together and
wait, hold this for a second. Stop this for a second.
And describing where the guests are. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I do help with all that. I mean, Bob does the main part, but I'm saying that I think I was saying that it was just a nice comment that I help. We all three of us do, but they were talking about my career in radio.
Okay, so it was basically the three of us, the team, the core, the family, the family he was talking about, the group, the band.
Everybody knows you guys. It's Bob, but they were talking about what I do. Right? I said just from doing like this solo stuff, I said now I'm doing part of the putting together Levyland and booking guests.
I learned this weekend that Levyland is about how yours and Bob's lives are intertwined.
Well, I mean,
Can you keep playing that, please?
No,
No, play it, Rinchik.
Yeah, but listen. Chris knows
it's like a lot of fun. I love it.
Oh yeah. So tell us more about Levyland Live. I was going to say on YouTube and Syndicate Radio. What are some of the people you've had on there? What's some of the things that people can expect if they haven't seen the show yet?
Well, I mean, it's a really comedy-based show. I mean, and Bob is just hilarious, and it's kind of like my life and his life intertwined. And Chris Abels, who is a comic from West Virginia, that's
I was like,
oh
my
God,
man,
really
this is amazing. Kill that, Rinchik. I was like, dude, that is freaking amazing, man.
The show's
idea.
about our lives together. Like,
just everybody's lives intertwined is what I meant. Yeah.
So it's like Brian's song.
Yeah, Brian's song. Yeah. Well, what did they call us? Something? The COVID kid, the flu survivor, and the COVID. I don't know. But
yeah.
I mean, what is the problem with it, Chris? Do you think I didn't?
Oh, no problem, man. I just learned a lot. Like, I was like, holy shit, man! Rob is running Levyland. I was like, he's booking, he's producing, he's writing.
He's on the bottom.
We all write for Levyland. I mean, we write with our, we bring in our material, and
I guess I just show up once in a while. He's like, and Chris Abels.
Rob also works below the ship in the cold room. By the way,
I invite Chris. Chris knows I adore him because I invite him every week on Saul's show, and I think Chris is hilarious, and it had nothing to do with it.
No, I know. Dude. I was laughing the whole time.
I was up probably over 24 hours. That was my third show in a row, and I was just kind of like mumbling and rambling on about.
Rob, it's okay. You got your girl coming on. You got to sound impressive.
Yes, your girl's coming on, man. You got to be
I thought she was listening, so I wanted to hear what I did there.
Everybody in the chat is saying Chris knows he's the third wheel.
Chris is the third wheel. I mean,
Chris is amazing. Chris is the glue, I believe, that holds Levyland together. Because Bob and I would, even starting the show off, Bob and I just fucking, just spattering like an old married couple back and forth, and Chris has to. He has to keep us together. He's the glue that keeps Levyland together.
Yeah, we have to tape that beforehand because it gets really ugly.
Yeah, Joey wants to know if Rob has a rollaway bed in Bob's house so they can be intertwined.
Exactly. I mean, dude, why don't you just say we're dating or something like that?
I've been friends with Bob for years, and I've done a lot of great shows with Bob, and Bob has always helped me along the way. And Chris, he introduced me to Chris, and Chris has been a great part of this show. And like I said, I was even begging him to come on and do Saul show tonight. I love.
He did. He did ask me, man. Yeah. Prior to this, he asked me, and I told him, I said, brother, I'd love to. I'm just very sick right now
of doing the Rob Saul show.
Everybody is. Nobody wants to. I mean, you can't go. Hey, can I get you on Levyland? Yeah, sure. Since you're the booker, and then you can go. Hey, let me get you on the Rob Saul show before.
I've never asked any guests. Listen, I can honestly tell you, I've never asked any guests that haven't already been on the Rob Saul show. Any guests that we've had on Levyland that's never been on Rob Saul, I've never asked them to be on Rob Saul.
Time out. Yeah. So you basically are keeping the emails and using them after the show to hit just what you blamed that fucking large-headed kid last week.
Michael Gavin Ali.
I said I've never booked a guest that hasn't already been on the Rob Saul show before Levyland. I've never hit up a guest that's been on Levyland and asked him to come on the Rob Saul show. Never.
All right, whatever excuse you want to use.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just being honest. It's the truth.
It's fine.
Oh my God, dude. I figured out why Rob's wearing a hat tonight, man. It just hit me.
Why?
He's trying to look a little bit like Kurt Metzger with that beard and the hat.
I don't even know who that is, to be honest.
You don't know who Kurt Metzger is? Oh, you're a comedy fan and you don't? I never met him, seen him or anything, but of course I know the name. I mean,
he sounds familiar. Yeah, I figured it was a comedy.
Don't be ignorant.
He was dating Karen.
What?
He was dating Karen.
Oh, on Bewitched? Oh, Darren. Okay.
What an idiot. What an idiot. You are a fucking idiot, man. Look, Rob, you're like a, I don't know, she's not gonna like your type. I mean, I don't know Luis Gomez, but I know he's a tough motherfucker. Okay, you're like the opposite.
Asked her out for a date. I didn't try to.
What are you gonna do? Fucking rub vaginas together, dude? I mean, she's not gonna want a guy like you. You can't protect her. She has to protect you.
Does she
Women
need
don't
to be
want to do that.
protected? Like what is going on now that I need to protect her?
Every man has to protect the woman he's with.
Oh yeah, especially nowadays.
Yeah, especially when their husband is behind them, like with Chris Abels.
I'm good friends with Chris Abels. He's got that retard strength. I'll bring him along on dates with us in case anybody gets a little fresh.
Yeah.
Nobody talked to Rob Saul.
It's okay, man. It's okay. I'm just saying, you have to go. Hey, Karen, I was out shooting animals in the back, and
I never do that.
Fucking lie. You want fucking ass. You got to be a man a little bit. You know what I mean? She's not going to go to a fucking vegan place with you the first date. It's their last date. You got to feed a woman. You know what I mean?
She can get what she wants. I don't make a woman that I go out on a date with. I don't make her eat vegan. It's just my personal preference. And we don't have to go to a vegan restaurant. I just get something that is suitable for me.
Would you kiss her afterwards, though, if her breath smelled like beef?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just curious.
Would you eat her ass? Would you eat her ass after she took a fucking steak shit?
I'd eat a piece of fucking veal out of her ass. I mean, I'm not that much of a vegan. Come on, I'm a man.
All right. Well, it looks like we have a bid for next week if she goes for it. If she goes for it. Now, but I heard it today. She was on Cumia today. Great job. We'll talk to her about that. I never.
On Cumia today?
Yeah, I never got to hear her before, so she's probably not coming on here. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I never heard her before, like talking that stuff. I know who it is, but I don't.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware, and I liked her a lot. I think that she has something. She's fast. I can tell she's fast on stage, which I want to see her on stage.
Yeah, you don't talk that way about my. Oh, you mean fast like comedic was? All right.
Oh, so you want to see more of her, Bob?
I was trying to protect her.
Well, we'll talk about it when she comes on. Yeah. We'll talk about that.
She was on Compound today. I wonder if Ali poached her from us.
Who?
Michael Gavinelli.
Oh, Gavinelli. I don't even know. I try to forget his appearance from last week.
Yeah. You know what? It wasn't a popular guest. I was reading the comments, and people were very annoyed by him. And I don't blame them.
You know what? I take the full fucking blame for that one. I really thought it was going to be good. And it was basically, like watching your grandmother get raped.
Except not as funny.
Yeah. And I say that in a good way, But look, I mean, I really thought he would fight with you or argue or make.
He knows I'm a powerful man in the business.
So. Oh, no. Yeah. He listened to your Stoner Jesus interview about basically how you built Levyland from the ground with a brick by brick.
I get it. I listen, I give full credit to Bob and Chris. You guys.
Now you do. You're not on fucking somebody else's show. Fucking Stoner Jesus has like 97,000.
And like my shitty career in radio. And I kind of just was like, now I'm doing this, it's and I think it's a cool thing. And it's cool to work with, great comics like you and celebrities like you and Chris Abel. So it's fun and I enjoy it. And I would repeat that anywhere. And I'm sorry that I didn't give enough credit to Chris Abel. But truthfully, I adore Chris. I think Chris is just like, when I met Chris and first started doing the show, I wasn't much of a fan, but then
nobody was.
And then I got to realize, I work really well with him, and I think he's fucking great. I do.
He's swell, right, Rob? He's swell.
He's swell. Me and the Bee have him over for,
Now, look, I got a good question if he's not here yet, okay? Now, you know how, basically, you guys get along great. You see what I mean? Like, say...
Took a while, but yeah.
So, say you were older, you didn't want to deal with marriage. You guys get along great. Would you live together? Like, say you didn't have to have sex anymore. Sex wasn't a big thing. Sex wasn't a big thing. What the fuck? Why wouldn't you want to live with why would you have a woman there if you're not having sex anymore? Like, because then you only have conversation. Here you guys get along. You understand? Like,
but
would I be roommates with Chris Abel when we were old and impotent?
Well, married, like you get married for tax breaks, but you're not having
married. No, I want to get married.
You're not having. Listen to me. You're not having sex anymore. It's just tax breaks and all this shit. You get money back for making believe you're getting hammered. Like, I was thinking this, Like
Gina needs to hurry up and get home.
I was
many fucking brownies.
I was talking.
You can do it for tax breaks.
No, I'm just saying, would you do something like that? Because
I'd rather pay the taxes.
No, but you have. Why would you want to be with a woman you're not having sex with, and you have nothing in common now? Nothing. There's nothing that could be. She can't.
I don't know about all the marriage and stuff, but if you're saying to my old age, if I was short on cash and needed a roommate, I'd be roommates with Chris Abel, but I wouldn't pretend to be married with him and have sex with him. No,
you don't have to have sex with him, I said, because you're too old to have it. Like, if that's what I'm saying. But you get the tax break.
What the fuck? No, this is not going to happen. If you get that old and you need to live with somebody, it's called a fucking nursing home. You're not that far away.
You'd rather be in a nursing home than live with me, Chris Abel?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And it's nothing against you. It's nothing against you, but there's no fucking way I could live with you, man. You're way too catty. You're way too catty. I would be the guy that just kind of fucking rolls in whenever I want, leaves the door open. No, you said none of that.
I really do enjoy living alone myself, and I'm pretty laid back. But I could be catty sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all you are. That's all you should be. You should be shitting in a litter box. You're so fucking catty. I've never seen
catty.
The day I knew I could never be roommates with Rob is when a gay homeless man couldn't be roommates with Rob. That last guy left. That last guy left. I'm like, that guy had nowhere to go. And he fucking left.
I mean, what did you do? Just use him for sex and go get out?
Oh, stop it. No, he needed a place to stay. Listen, I'll give you the honest truth. We were working together at a bar, and he said he needed a place. I said, yeah, just give me a few $100 a month. And I said, and I have an extra room here you can stay in. So
like my balls.
Shut up. And what happened is he moved in, and then the pandemic hit, and the governor went on TV and said, you can't
live with fags?
No, he said, you can't be thrown out. And he says, no, I don't have to pay anything. And then he'd be like, not paying me. And then he was getting like working and getting an extra $600 a month. And then he would be like, oh my God, yeah, I'm saving my money so I can move out of here. And I'm like, okay. And he's not doing that. And then he's like, oh, I just bought Dan a $700 robe. He had to have it. And I'm like, and he's just like almost rub it at my face that he's not paying me any money because the governor went on TV and said, even if you don't pay.
You should have whooped his ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you should have done.
Wow.
Yeah, you should have gave him a spanking, Rob.
That
would have went
very naughty boy.
You know what I love? I love that she stood him up on the show. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I love it. Look at his face. Look at his face. He keeps looking at his phone.
It is getting late. I'm the one that has to introduce the guests and bring them on. So I'm like looking, and I guess we're stood up. I'm stood up.
No, you're stood up because
you
stalked her. You stalked her again to come on this show. He's like, all right, I'll come on. I'll come on. Please stop texting me.
Bob asked me to bring her on the show. Which is the truth. And, I asked her and we had to rebook her like 2 or 3 times. And she's always been very, pleasant.
So she never intended on coming on.
She got 2 or 3 weeks without him fucking bothering her. You know what I mean? Slipping into her fucking inbox or whatever the fuck it's called. You know,
she'll get a couple more weeks because she'll send him a message. Oh, I forgot. Let's rebook for next week. Let's rebook.
Look at me. I'm Rob Saul. I'm sliding in. PM, sliding in.
I just got an email from Karen saying she'll be here in 5 minutes. She's in the room.
Calm down.
No, you guys are being assholes. I will say that. But our guest this evening is an amazing comic. She's got incredible taste because she refuses to go on a date with me, and she's. I would love to introduce to Levyland the adorable, Keren Margolis. How are you, Keren?
Hi guys, what's going on?
Welcome. Look. I like to first of all apologize for the way Rob is, you know what I mean? I mean, I know how he is, so it's like, so I would like to apologize of what you went through emotionally over
thank you.
She's
these last
few therapy now. Yeah.
No, it's like I know how she feels, okay? Because I've had chicks like you hit on me. And what I would do, I would be like,
here we go.
What kind of self-esteem do they have?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, how dare you think you could be with me? That's how she's feeling. Rob, look at you. You're not a man. You're not a man. Look at the people she dated. They're men. They fucking eat meat. You don't do anything like this.
Yeah.
Not a meat eater, huh?
No.
Oh, tell her what you are. Tell her what you are, Rob. Tell her.
I am vegan, but
interesting. Oh, is that for girls? Is that to get some vegan pussy, or you just decided to do that yourself?
No, I went out. I've been out to Thailand rescuing elephants and animals out there. I'm very into animals, you know.
Good for you. You are a regular Nikki Glazer. Yes, I love it.
They probably got the same vagina too. I bet. I'm just saying, Rob. You do think okay? When I heard you went to the Philippines, I'm like right up the bat. Go, yeah, those young Thai boys. You know, they look pretty. I'm just saying, we all thought that. Pat Dixon thought that too. We all thought you were going there.
Because you're all creepy and have those creepy thoughts in your head.
There's no other reason.
Goes out to do a noble thing. You go, oh my God, they got to be raping little boys because that's what we would do. You know?
You don't have to rape them there, idiot. You don't rape them there. You pay.
Oh, you pay. How much, Bob? How much do they charge you?
Karen, did you agree to come on if Rob would leave you alone?
Yeah.
Oh, are you guys friends like outside of this?
Yeah,
Does this kind of thing harm the friendship? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can tell us the truth.
Rob was very persistent, but that is a man's job to be persistent. I'm not talking, I mean, look, Rob, you have been a consistently lovely person to interact with. I'm not sure if there's a spark, but
well, there wasn't.
But I've enjoyed interactions. Yes, Rob was very persistent, and that's why I'm here.
I love it.
And I asked you the first time I asked you out. I don't know if you remember. It was on. We did morning with Bill Schultz, and we were on the panel together. And I asked you out live on the air, and you just ignored it. And it was a story about ghosting. It was about ghosting. And Joanne looked at me and laughed, and she goes, "I guess that's a no." And you said, "I'm ghosting that question."
Oh, that's a cute little line. First of all, good for me. Good for past Karen. I didn't specifically remember that, but I'm proud of myself.
It's hilarious. I think you're a hilarious person, and
she is hilarious. I heard her on Kumia today, and you were wonderful. You know, the timing was great and everything, and it was a very enjoyable. Like, that was the first time I've heard of you, of course, but I've never seen you. I never seen you doing radio or whatever, or stand up. And like after the radio thing, I was like, I would like to see more of her. You know,
Rob would like to see more of her.
Oh, come on, Chris.
Listen, both of them are compliments. I'll literally take them both. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It was really fun.
Yeah, it's a great show. And there's nobody like Anthony. He's just so he's intelligent. He's like an intelligent racist. It's great. Like you never get an intelligent, right? It's like, I just don't like him. He's got facts.
But what I like about Anthony will allow a reasonable point. Like, he's not like all the way like can't agree with him on anything extreme. He'll always allow for something where you're just like, we have common ground, and then he'll kind of take it to the left or whatever. But yeah, he is so fun to talk to. I've known Anthony forever.
Oh, good. Yeah, he's a great guy, and like you were saying, you got the needle because you want to work, and I understand that. My
parents asked me to. I mean, my parents are like getting older, and they were like really concerned, and it was really, really important to them, and like, okay, they still pay my phone bill. Like, of course I'll get a free vaccine for that.
Yeah, exactly. My son begged me. My wife had to because she's a nurse. And I'm like the only one, and I don't want to be the one that dies from it and then looks like an idiot. I'd rather die from the needle. Like, I got really sick. I mean, really sick. It was like, it felt like really bad food poisoning, the first one, because I had food poisoning. What's the Moderna?
Or you got Pfizer?
He got the Madonna shot.
Madonna. My ass got sloppy right after I got it.
I just got my second vaccine on Saturday. So, Karen, if you were holding out the date for my second vaccine, I'm just putting it out there.
Well, I think that your persistence is probably both your best and your worst quality. I respect you continuing to shoot your shot. I have a whole bit about it. I respect it. You know what? I think that you are a lovely person, and our professional relationship has been fulfilling.
My friend Will Noonan, he told me when I sent him the response.
Such a name dropper.
He says to me, he goes, wow, the answer Keren Margolis gave you for a date is like the same answer I give fans when they ask me to come to their birthday party.
It's true. It's true. This poor girl shouldn't have to she's in the comedy business, already a shitty business. business, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, you got being a
Karen seems happy with my desperate attempts. And
no,
Karen,
but she has
if
to
I
deal with
offended
this.
you anyway, I'm sorry.
Rob, of course you offended. But here's the thing. She's been around creepy people, club owners, creepy comedians, and that stuff.
Yeah.
I know girl comedians, and
Girl.
I know what they go through. I know what they go through. Everybody.
You
If
put
you're
them through it, probably.
that was I was drinking back
Can I say
then.
something as the girl? It's not that bad.
Really?
Yeah, it's not. You know, I'm not minimizing anybody's like lived experience or whatever. Like I know people get assaulted, blah blah blah. Like I know some people have real grievances. Women have real grievances with comedy, and like I understand that. This is my personal experience alone. Okay, I speak for no one but me. It's been fine.
Yeah, okay.
It's been totally fine. I have found that, you know, sure, there's certain situations. Like, here's the thing. Men always speak differently when women are not around. And that's not necessarily a misogynist thing or whatever. Like, women also speak differently to each other when there's no men around. But I think with men, it's more extreme. And maybe, like, I have found that as a chick, people want to, and as someone that's like, you know, nice and likable and whatever, and funny, I think people want you around. Yeah. People want women around.
Yeah, they do.
You just have to be a little funny and like work at it a little bit, and and it goes.
Yeah, no, it's good because we were just talking about like saying like say when men get to an age they don't have to have sex anymore. I said since Rob loves Chris and they get along so good, why don't you just move in together? Since you don't have to have sex, but you have great conversation because you have so much in common, and you get married just for the tax break, and they still disagree.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, of course we disagree. What the fuck? I mean, Rob's persistent, but
with Karen, not Chris. I mean, look at a side by side. Chris Rinchik, can you put a side by side of Keren Margolis and Chris Abels? I mean, you'll see the choice is.
Oh my God! I thought he was gonna say, "Could you put a side by side of me and Karen?" And I'm gonna like screenshot it and say that we're together and stuff.
But Karen, like when you
he's
seen,
gonna say he's dating you.
When you've seen the messages from we were watching a video the other night of some guy that was in a gym. It was years ago. He's asking this girl out on a date, and she's like, "No, I'm trying to get back with my old boyfriend." I mean, basically, you would stop there. She's working out. He grabs her phone. He gets her number in his phone. He goes home and sends her a video. He's like, "Hey, it's me. You know, I want to say when I met you, it was the greatest day of my life." And he's going into this creepy shit. And he did 2 videos to her.
Are you reading my DMs from?
No, but like when you pop up, and you're like, "Oh, maybe it's about he wants me to do a show," and then you see, "Oh my God, he's asking for a date." And it's like, how do you? But
I'm just saying that that's not really a traumatic event.
No?
Like people get assaulted and stuff. Like that's somebody shooting their shot. That's fine. Like I understand it. I find it flattering and really sweet. Like, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with people kind of trying. Here's the thing. Of course it can get into the territory of disrespect or whatever. I don't think that you're disrespectful, Rob. Like also when people are like, there is persistence that's too much and it's like, okay, I kind of like said no, but that's not that bad of an experience to have. It's like that's not violent. That's fine.
I like the way you think.
Jokey and flirtatious, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess. But I like the way she thinks.
Would you say I'm creepy at all, or?
I would say if you continue to ask me out after I have not accepted your invitation, then it would be annoying. I don't think that anything like you need a stronger word than that. It's not like terrorizing or scary or whatever. It's not really creepy. It's just like, okay, like, we had this conversation kind of thing.
Yeah.
I have not contacted you about a date. It's only been doing Levy.
You're fine. You've been a delight. Yeah, no, they bully you. But you and I are fine.
I like the way that she thinks. She thinks normal. And I like that because everybody's like, at this moment is crazy. They're losing it over anything, That's why I never change. I don't want to change, and life goes on for me good because I'm just doing what I did. And if you want to be part of it, be part of it. If you don't, I really don't care.
Yeah,
You know?
that's fine with me too. I mean, yeah, I have a little post-it note. This is stupid. I have a little post-it note on my whiteboard, my whiteboard calendar, and it says, "Then don't."
No.
Yeah, then fucking don't. It's like that. Like, you don't need anybody like that. Like, if you don't want to book me, don't. If you don't want to fuck me, don't. Like, that's fine. Life goes on. Like, I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna like figure out ways.
Exactly. Look at Rob. He's falling more in love. I can see
I'm
it.
smitten.
Yeah.
I do got to tell you, I'm smitten. But
That's sweet.
No, it is. It is to see my little Rob in love. You know what I mean? It really is cool because, I mean, he was like, when he was like, oh, she said no, and I go, no. I go, well, ask her again tomorrow. Maybe she changed her mind.
That was Bob's idea. He goes, because I said, oh, yeah, that's going to be creepy. And Bob's like, you gotta. She said she needed time. So give her 2 days. And
But you gotta, because you never know why that, it could be wrong. You can't not miss out.
Yeah. Asking once is trying. That's, of course, if you think a girl's cute and you like her and whatever, yeah, ask her. Like, literally doesn't hurt. But yeah, asking twice in 2 days is like, why?
You're talking about me?
I am not talking about you. I know that you were bullied into this, which we'll unpack later. But Bob, that was terrible advice. Here's the thing: if you like a girl, listen, no. Well, you allow it, but if you like a girl and she initially says no, you're not going to get a yes 2 days later. What you could do is fuck off for a long time, get super hot and rich, and come back and ask her out again, and then see if it's different. And that would be, and seriously, you might get a yes.
I love
Two things he's got to work on.
Yeah, Rob goes, that's never going to happen. How else can I do it?
Well,
Rob's
super
a great
rich.
guy.
Come on. Listen, I just haven't got a shape up lately. That's why I'm wearing the hat and all that. But listen, I can be super hot.
No, but can I say something? The reason that I told him to try the next day again, because I knew he was stupid enough to listen to me. I knew it was a bad idea. I told Chris
no
Abels
3 times, and he said, "You gotta do it."
I told Chris Abels, I don't want to do this, and Chris goes, "No, you have to do this. He needs a lesson. He needs to stop doing it."
Yeah.
Rob, you allow yourself to be bullied by grown men, and you yourself are a grown man. No, Rob, is it for the podcast? Because in that case, it's totally acceptable. But if this is like some sort of like, childhood trauma kind of reaction formation, then that's something that needs to be unpacked.
No, we don't need to unpack anything. I just think you're a lovely, adorable, hilarious person. I figured I'd ask you out for a date, and you said no, and I guess that's that.
Hey, don't feel bad. Colin Quinn said no too.
Some of the people in the chat room would like to know what Karen's creepiest moment has been. Creepiest experience
ever? My creepiest experience.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say that. Well, besides the one that happened 5 minutes ago, I'm just kidding. See, I'm a bully too now because of you guys who've influenced me. And Rob just allows it.
I'm done.
You were done 2 weeks ago.
My creepiest moment, like in life or like in comedy.
I'm not sure they left it wide open.
We can go with each.
All right. Well, I mean, my creepiest moments I've kind of like put myself in. No one's really. Okay, I've had a really creepy moment. I let myself be convinced by this random fucking guy near, like, in the West Village when I was at NYU. This just street person, a person from that I only knew from the street. I let him convince me that I was being scouted for a Beyonce music video that was being filmed, like shot like the next day. And
oh my God.
Yeah. And I met up with him in person at night. Oh, shit. Yeah. And he took pictures of me on the street, like, pictures to show the producers or whatever. And then he was like, we have to go to dinner first. And I was like, okay. And then we went to this like dinner, and he kept trying to kiss me, and I kept texting my boyfriend. I was dating Kurt Metzger at the time, like who I dated for a long time.
There we go.
So I was dating Kurt. This was early on when we first started dating. I was like 19 or 20. And so I kept texting him where I was at, and he was like, but I left out like crucial parts. Like, cause I knew that he would tell me I knew he would be like, no, this isn't a thing. Like deep in my mind, I knew that. So I left out the whole truth, but I was like, hey, I'm in this location.
Yeah.
And this guy was getting mad at me that I was doing that at dinner. He kept kind of like going in for a kiss, and I was really creeped out by that. It was like so weird. And then we ate a meal and the bill came to like $100, and he was like, listen, if you put it on your credit card, the show will, the production will reimburse you.
Oh shit.
And I was like, sure. So of course I was like a child in school. And so, a young adult, and I had my parents' credit card. So I put it on that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
And I had to tell my dad, I had to call my dad up and tell him that I had run up $100 charge on his emergency credit card, thinking that I was going to be in a Beyonce video the following day.
My God.
And that was my creepiest moment of life.
Well, you know, Karen, one of my first jobs when I got married is I worked
booking Beyonce videos.
No, I didn't. But my job actually was to go on stage and pull the fan up wherever Beyonce was. I had to put the fan up and make sure her hair was like blowing in the fan.
Cool.
And I made like $45 an hour doing that.
That's an awesome job. That's the best job I've ever heard of in my entire life. I'd stab somebody to get that job.
Well, I can get you that job, but we have to have dinner first.
Yeah, he's taking notes.
I'm all right for jobs, I guess.
So, Rob, where did you see was this in the back of a newspaper, in the wanted list of job to hold fan for, like, what did it say?
No, it wasn't even like that wasn't the job. It was like a entertainment technician, but I didn't know how to do anything. So they were like, I ended up, and it was like Beyonce, and she was rehearsing at this casino for a month. So I got to work for her for a month, and they go, all right, here, just wherever Beyonce goes, there was fans, and they showed me where the fans were. The nods, they go, wherever she comes, she walks up to the fan, you got to run over there and just hold it up, and her hair's blowing, you know.
I call bullshit.
No, I mean, no, it was pretty much because I was the most unqualified person to be there. I didn't know how to run like soundboards or how to put together stages or anything like that.
So what do you think about now? Does he have a chance?
I believe I laid out my blueprint,
yeah.
my exact algorithm.
What about me? Do you find so unattractive?
No, Rob, don't do this to yourself, Rob.
Do that, Rob. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Well, you said, you said I have to become get more money and become a lot more.
To be fair, she
didn't say you. She said somebody, not you, Rob. You're just special the way you are.
Oh,
okay.
To be fair, though. We do need to tell Karen that Beyonce is Rob's personal assistant.
Listen, that changes everything.
Yeah.
Rob, what's your number?
Don't even play, please. You have no idea. Me and him are. What did you tell the interviewer that me and you were? Levyland is a what? Go ahead, Chris. What was it?
Oh, so Rob did a show last week, and I happened to catch his appearance, and he said that Levyland is Rob and Bob's lives intertwined. And I was like, that's what Levyland is.
I was saying that we talk about our lives, and it's okay.
I love that for you guys. So you guys are booed up. Like, this is an ongoing relationship that I'm looking at, yes.
Yes.
You guys are each other's main hoes.
Well, yeah, basically. Yeah, Rob is like my side. Rob and my wife are basically, when they're together, it's not good for me because all they do is talk about how fucked up I am.
Wow, you are the center of their world.
No, I am. My wife hated Rob because we got in an argument, and he took my side on Facebook, so that's war. Okay, so but then they made up, and we went out to a show. And basically, they were she had the time. Now, when I would go over Rob's house to tape, when I used to go to his house, she would go, here, take these figs to Rob, like anything like that, like a little, you know, how women like to say, hey, you know, bring this over and say, here,
We
yeah,
do
here's a
that,
little,
yes.
yeah, and that's what she did. And Rob was like, what is this? And I never had one of them. You never had a fig in your life? Are you
What is-
fucking kidding?
What is the conflict here?
No, there's a lot. Me and Rob have a lot of
There's no-
problems.
Well, what happened during Figgate? I'm not quite keeping up with the story.
Yeah.
Well, the
What
thing
what was the offense?
the offense was like I didn't want to
No,
lug figs
he
in my
was
car.
upset that me and his wife. We
You guys get
exchanged,
along?
Yeah, we get along. Yeah.
They use that time to take me apart of
You
my
should
little
be taken
thing.
apart because you're a bully. You bully Rob. You and Chris both bully Rob. And then once in a while, Rob hangs out with your wife, who's probably really cool, and bullies you back. So
amazing.
it's a whole ecosystem. Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds about right to me.
I can see my wife ready to text me from the road when she's on the way home, and she's gonna basically be like, "I have to see Keren live. I have to see her." That's what she's gonna say because
She's cool.
oh, she's really cool. You
Yeah.
would like her.
I bet.
Rob is
She's gonna
really cool.
convince you why you should date me, but you know,
No.
other than that, but
No
No.
one can be convinced. See, that's a
Exactly.
lie.
Yeah.
You either want to or you don't want to. Girls cannot be convinced to date you. That is from movies written by lonely men. It doesn't work that way. That is a fantasy.
I'm working on a script right now.
Yeah, it's Law and Order. SVU.
Yeah, it's for herpes. No, but look, Rob, look, you're gonna you'll find somebody. You don't have to go. They just appear. Well, not with me, but I mean, but yeah, I mean, they do. Sometimes you just, when you're not looking, they will turn up.
No, you have to make the effort. You're a man.
That's true.
That's advice for women. For women, you just
He
wait
is
there like
one.
a starfish and Dick just finds you. No, women don't have to do anything. Nothing. No, that's terrible advice. Rob, yeah, you do have to actually make an effort. You're going to have to try.
I
Men
met
always
my
have to
wife.
try.
I met my wife on Twitter. I fucking slid right into her fucking DM, and she was from
Yeah.
California. She fucking moved here. We've been married since the wedding now.
That didn't work out so well for me, sliding in someone's DMs, but you
But you
know,
d-
sometimes it
Oh,
does, sometimes
God.
it doesn't. You win some, you lose some.
That's true.
When did you win some?
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
married, I've dated, you know. It's
You've been married.
Yeah,
Same.
tell the story about your marriage. A lot of people
Oh,
don't know
God.
about it.
You're gonna love this.
Can I not tell the story about my marriage?
Oh, come on, Rob. There's
Please.
a lot of new listeners.
There's not you got a new guest that you want to humiliate me with, but no, I'm not going to tell the story of my marriage.
I'll tell it.
Why? No, I really want to know the story of your marriage now.
Come
Why-
on, Rob. What if she went to
Ooh,
dinner
this is
with
going to
you?
be a juicy one. No,
Come
I
on,
don't
tell
need
the
to know
truth.
it.
Tell the truth, please, Rob. I mean, look. I mean, a lot of
Do
people
it.
don't know about you being married. The way you're fucking
I'm-
all over the internet.
You know what? You don't have to get into it if you don't want to.
Mm.
That's okay. You can establish a boundary here.
Yeah.
No, there's no boundaries in Levyland. Our
Oh,
lives are
okay, my bad.
intertwined.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know the rules. Okay, well then.
Yeah.
Rob, go
fucking
ahead.
nut
The
up.
show was supposed to end, 2
Pussy.
minutes ago.
Rob, go ahead. Tell her what happened. Are you married? Do you have a kid?
I'm not, by the way, let me do a promotion real quick. In about an hour, the Rob Saul show will be on, and my guest is Bill Schultz, my old
Mhm.
friend from
Love Bill
Morning.
Schultz.
Yeah.
My old
Morning
friend.
But before the Rob Saul show, it was called the Rob and Trav show, and Trav was my cousin and radio partner, and we grew up in a crib together. And I moved him into the house, and he ended up having an affair with my wife, and they're still together to this day. God bless them. And
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
that's a bad one.
Yeah. So the kid,
Sorry.
the kid has a step uncle or something. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Something's like weird, but no, Travis, like Rob went with it. Like he wasn't crazy mad like for long. You know what I mean? And he kind of got his shit together. You know, like other things affect him more, like just the vegan world, trying to find a job. That he's not good with people. You're not good with people, Rob. I take you to fucking, Atlantic City to places. And I go, you want a drink? And he's like, nah.
Bob annoys me sometimes. That's
So Bob's trying to say he'd be a great date.
You guys are
Keep
cute.
Yeah.
I ship you two so hard. This is where you guys are on my screen. But Bob and Rob.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my God, I love it. I ship you guys so hard. Yeah, Bob and you guys love each other already,
We
and you've
do,
got
we
great
do.
chemistry.
Yeah.
I don't. It's probably oriented differently on your screens, but on my screen, I'm squishing you together.
Oh,
Yeah.
How about that?
we're into whatever the hell we
You
are.
guys
Intertwined
are
is what I
intertwined. I
said,
can.
yeah.
I sense it. Your energies are very intertwined.
Oh,
Finishing
no.
each other's sentences. Yes, it is a pure love between you guys.
That's
Yeah.
what
It's
it
actually
is.
like
Bob
an
and I have
honor
been-
to witness it.
Bob and I have been friends like why I was married, and he, Bob called me up when I was going through this horrible divorce.
I did?
And he was.
He was
very
your
supportive.
producer on the Rob show.
Stop it.
But what did I say to you? I don't remember because I was in a car accident. Go ahead.
Really?
What did you say to me? I don't
Yeah.
know. You just now you know what he did actually, to be honest, is he I quit radio altogether, and I was just like in this like horrible depressed state. And what he did is he forced me, he said, you got to get back into radio. And he was doing a show on
When did you start?
WMEX in Boston.
Boston,
And
yeah.
you made me co-host the show with you. You said you got to get back into radio. You got to stop feeling sorry for yourself, and you got to get your life back together.
Yeah.
That's great advice. That's great advice, Bob. That's
Yeah.
You're
Well,
kind
that's
of,
me.
you're kind of 1 for 7, but that's awesome advice.
Well, that's what it is. I'd never be in the Hall of Fame with these numbers, but I do. When I did, okay, when he was going to rehab, okay, another little thing that slipped in his life. What did I do?
No shame in that game.
What did I not take care of you and hit you up?
You saved
yeah.
his life.
Oh,
Yeah.
he thinks he did. I said, and he says that I reached out to him to tell him I was going, but
You
what
did.
I did, he was coming over to do a show, and I said, listen, I'm going to rehab, and he goes, okay, take care, buddy. And then he comes back on air when he goes like, yeah, I had to think about it. I gave him the best advice. Rob, tell him what I told you, because I had to think about it. I gave an hour. My wife said I had to give you some good advice. And I said, well, let me look back. You said, okay, take care, buddy. He's like,
Okay. Here's the problem. I thought I texted it to him. Actually, I left him a long message.
yeah,
and that's
he
what
did
it was.
leave me a
Does.
long voice.
As one does, yes.
Yeah. And look at him now. He's drinking
And
again.
he's it's
Yeah.
fine. It's the holidays basically. You can be just
well,
shit faced
you know.
until January. Yeah.
No, it's look, life is good. So where you gonna be soon? Are you anywhere in Jersey or Philly or anything like that soon?
No,
We gotta
I'm in
get
the
you.
city.
All right, I gotta get you at the dojo in
Cool.
Morris Plains. I see he hit me up earlier because listen to this. I've been hitting him up for dates. He's a really good friend of mine. Has not given me dates for all these comedians and waiting that want to go there. And he goes, I'm sorry, I have no staff. I'm the chef. I'm the waiter upstairs at the he can't hire anybody out there. It's amazing that all of a sudden nobody wants to work. And I'm like shocked because I'm like, did this virus kill everybody that worked, at basically McDonald's, at restaurants, at bars? They're so understaffed. It's incredible that they can't get people. And that's why it takes
people want more money.
Yeah.
People just straight up want more money. They don't want the same shit as before the pandemic because they got stimulus stuff and they started working from home or whatever, and they're like, I want something as good as that. And honestly, that's kind of fair or comparable to that, and like that's kind of fair. And service jobs are really hard, and they're hard on you, and like the management's hard on you. Like it's hard to take time off, like all this stuff, and it's like people are fed up with that. I don't know how this place does business, obviously. Like I'm not saying that they're like bad to work for or anything, but I think in general that's like the mood.
Yeah, everyone's like, hey, look at how I was doing nothing and I was getting good money. I mean, that's the way the government likes to do things, only to have people go, hey, you can control people by giving them a taste of something, taking it away, and even like taking away your freedom and then giving it back a little bit. And then you're happy. Well, you're happy every little thing that you get at that point. And that's the sad thing that's wrong. when you
Yeah.
start doing that.
There is that, definitely, but I think people also got used to doing their thing and pursuing actual interests and dreams and like monetizing those and trying to figure out a way to make a living from something that's fulfilling instead of something that's just a
Exactly.
job. And why shouldn't they? Like,
Yep.
yeah, sure, of course, people like enjoyed the stimulus money, and for a lot of people, it was more than what they were making. Like a lot of people, but fine, so what? So what?
Yeah.
Like if people, I don't, you know, I think they'd like it to continue, but like, you know, people are kind of got out there and started like finding their niche, and I love that for them.
Yeah, no, I think people definitely had a time at home to go, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to study to be this. I'm going to do that. And it does change everything about what people were before this.
Yeah.
And there is going to be less workers, you know, there's totally going to be less. And, you know, you look at it, when you have time like that, you're like, I have all this time to do anything. Why not make my life better?
Right.
Why not?
I think like the kind of employees that people like, the kind of employment vibe of working at like a club or a service industry or whatever, of like that being kind of transient work, I feel like it's almost outdated. Like I feel like it's going to come back to where people find like meaning and fulfillment in their work. So if you are like you'd be like a career waiter, someone who's like has a career with that restaurant or that club or something. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
you have like a emotional investment in it.
It's like
I
it's
think that's
family.
what people want. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know that it's the work per se or even the money so much per se. I think that there is money though. I think it's that. It's people want to do something that's like meaningful and that they're like they have a stake in.
Yeah, don't say steak around Rob. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He's a vegan.
You're gonna turn him off.
Yeah. So where are you playing? I heard you had some plugs on Anthony. You're doing something Sunday?
Yeah. So, you know, Luby
Yeah.
Popovic, I think I'm mispronouncing her name, but Luby from Compound Media is producing a show in Astoria, Queens this Sunday. I'm not sure the exact time, but I know it's on her Instagram and it's on my Instagram stories. And yes, I'm gonna be a bunch of places this week. Thursday, I'm gonna be a couple places. Friday, Black Cat on the Lower East Side, I think Broadway Comedy Club after that.
Good.
Saturday, Sunday, New York Comedy Club at 5 p.m. Those are really fun shows. And Sunday, also, I'm doing Levy show in Astoria. I have my show that I'm producing and co-hosting, which has been so fun. The following Sunday, the 24th at 7:30 p.m. also in Astoria. You can see everything on my Instagram if you want.
Well, you have Keren Margolis on Instagram. It's right up there on the screen for you.
Oh, thanks, guys.
We tried. Thank you for coming on. This was great. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, it was so awesome meeting you guys and hang out. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah,
Karen,
definitely.
you've been a delight. I promise I won't hit you up again.
You're a delight. You have been an absolute delight too. Yes. Thank you for your professionalism.
Thank you. Yeah. You're listening to Levyland, episode live. I suck at this shit. I can't do fake shit. I have to only be me. Episode 11 of the live shows. We'll see you next week. You know, we'll probably have Kevin Brennan back on again soon because it's always fun to have him yelling about something. I want to get Kumia back on again. Want to get Will Noonan back on again.
Thank you, guys. My best friend.
Yeah, and we will see you soon. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Hey.
Good night.
And I don't know.